So we have so many questions around debt and relationships. Should I take debt? Should I talk about my debt? I'm overwhelmed because of debt. That's what we're covering today. Hi, my name is Rina Hicks, and you are watching MoneyWise. If you are dating, one of the big red flags is somebody is in debt and they're not saying anything about it. And so I guess you're dating, you're not married, and there's really no way for you to find out. But what can you do to find out if the person that you're dating, whether man or woman, of course of the opposite sex, is in debt? I think one of the ways that you can sort of get a sense is a lifestyle that is not adding up to the potential income this person is earning. So perhaps they're in business, and I don't know, whatever kind of business that they're in, but when you hear the kind of work they do, you can get a sense of how much they earn. And then when you look at the kind of places they shop, where they eat, the lifestyle they have, if it's not adding up, that's a red flag. And it's important to just ask. I know some of these questions are not easy to ask, but just ask. By the way, how are you affording this? How much do you earn? Have you saved? Do you have savings? I mean, this is a relationship that you're taking seriously. Finances should never be off the table when you are having your conversations. These are the hard conversations you should have. And by the way, if you cannot have financial discussions with someone you're dating because you're uncomfortable or they're not willing to talk about it, please just walk away. In fact, if you're headed for that date right now, just cancel, please, because that is the biggest red flag. If I trust you and I'm considering spending the rest of my life with you, I should be free to tell you how much I earn, how much I have saved. I know I can already see the comments. How much I have invested, where I have invested, whether I owe people money. Because if I'm about to walk down the aisle with you and share everything with you, except my wallet, excuse me. No, it doesn't work that way. So have that conversation around debt. Now, here is one for those who are dating. Please, whether you're a man or a woman and your partner asks, can I borrow money? For what? Okay, so don't just lend money. Oh, biashara. No, that is not an answer. What business? And then, can we do that business together so that I understand where my money is going, right? So don't just tell me biashara and I give you 100,000 or $500,000 and I have no idea where that money is going. I know a woman who worked for a bank. She borrowed money from her employer, the bank. Every month she pays that money. And her partner went and did I don't know what, said that biashara didn't work out. He has left her, and she's continuing years later to pay these millions back, painfully. Guys, please just do not lend money to a boyfriend or a girlfriend or even a husband or a wife unless you understand exactly what that money is doing. And because you're giving money, you have every right to be involved in that business. Whether you're going to be a partner or a signatory in the account, you have to be involved. I'm sorry. But you can't lend money to somebody because you love them and you don't understand where that money is going, period. So there's this thing women say, my sisters, and I love you so much. What is mine, what is yours is ours. You know, I have a son, and so I don't know, I feel sorry for our brothers and for our sons, because it's an unfair thing. You find that men are really struggling to pay for everything. And women are still I need transport. I need an Uber. And they cannot contribute to this home. Like, it's not fair. Imagine. When God blesses you and you're in a family, He blesses the family. That's my view. He doesn't bless you, the individual wife, and then the husband is supposed to do everything else on his own. I think it's unfair. I think you need to bring to the table what God has blessed you with, and so does He, and you find a way of working together. Of course, you have to have your own money, and of course, you have to have your own pocket money, and that's important to do, but you cannot say that everything that he earns covers all that we are doing, and then you, with what you're earning, decide you're not going to contribute anything to the family. It is wickedness. I'm sorry. But please, have the conversations, agree what you're going to do together, and of course, keep some for yourself. But you can't keep everything for yourself. It's rough, and it's mean, it's unfair, and it's wicked. Aya, now kill me later.